In a land far away, nestled between rolling hills and lush valleys, lay the Oba Kingdom, a vibrant realm known for its rich traditions, colorful festivals, and most importantly, its majestic royal family. Among the royal lineage was Prince Nwoye, the youngest son of King Obina. From an early age, Nwoye was destined to take over the throne, but there was one thing that set him apart from his noble lineage: his aversion to bathing. As he grew older, his refusal to bathe became the talk of the kingdom. His hair was matted, his clothes tattered, and an unmistakable odor followed him wherever he went. The people of Oba, once proud to serve the royal family, began to whisper behind his back. Even the royal guards cringed when he passed by, exchanging furtive glances of disgust. Queen Ifoma, Nwoye's mother, was particularly worried. What will happen to our kingdom if Nwoye continues like this? She fretted. No one will want to marry him. How will he carry on the royal lineage? King Obina, trying to maintain his composure, said, he must learn the importance of cleanliness. Perhaps a marriage will motivate him. We must find a worthy bride who can help him see the error of his ways. The king summoned all the eligible maidens of the land for a grand royal ball, hoping to find the perfect match for his son. Word spread quickly, and young women arrived from far and wide, donning their finest gowns and sparkling jewelry, eager to catch the prince's eye. The night of the ball arrived, and the royal palace was aglow with lights and laughter. The scent of delicious delicacies filled the air and musicians played lively tunes. Prince Nwoye sat on his throne, surrounded by beautiful maidens, but he paid no attention to them. He was too busy munching on pastries, crumbs falling into his lap. Look at him, whispered a maiden to her friend. How can he expect any of us to marry him when he stinks like a goat? As the evening progressed, the maidens danced and giggled, but Nwoye remained oblivious to their disdain. At one point, a brave maiden named Amara decided to approach him. Amara was known for her courage and strong-willed nature, often challenging the norms of her time. Your Highness, she said, trying to hide her disgust, if you wish to find a bride tonight, you may want to consider a bath first. Nwoye, taken aback, responded defensively, why should I? I am a prince. I can do as I please. The hall fell silent, and the other maidens watched in awe. Amara, undeterred, replied, true, but being a prince also means leading by example. A ruler should embody the values of the kingdom, including cleanliness. Nwoye frowned. Who do you think you are to speak to me like that? I am someone who cares about the future of this kingdom, unlike you, Amara retorted, her voice steady. The tension was palpable. The prince, who was used to having everyone obey his whims, felt a spark of irritation. You will regret those words, he warned. But Amara stood her ground, perhaps, but you will regret continuing down this path. If you wish to marry, you must first learn to care for yourself and others. Intrigued by Amara's bravery yet angered by her audacity, Nwoye decided to accept her challenge. Very well, if you believe cleanliness is so important, I will prove you wrong. I will not bathe for an entire month. If I can still win a bride's heart by the end of it, you will have to admit your defeat. Amara, shocked yet entertained by his childish bet, agreed. If you can find a bride without bathing for a month, I will concede. But if you fail, you must bathe every day for the rest of your life. The other maidens gasped, unsure if Nwoye could actually go through with it. Yet, deep down, they knew it was a foolish bet, and they couldn't wait to see how it would unfold. As days turned into weeks, Prince Nwoye relished in his rebellion. The first week was amusing. He enjoyed the shocked expressions of those around him, and he even boasted about his newfound freedom from bathing. However, as time passed, the stench became unbearable. The people of Oba began to avoid him, even his closest friends distanced themselves. The once lively prince found himself isolated, sitting alone in the castle, enveloped by the overwhelming smell of sweat and grime. He noticed Amara still attending the royal ball every night, looking radiant and cheerful while he wallowed in his filth. Deep down, Nwoye felt a pang of regret, but his pride wouldn't allow him to admit it. One day, while wandering the palace gardens, Nwoye encountered a small group of children playing. They giggled and ran around, blissfully unaware of his presence until one child yelled, "Ooh! What's that smell?" The other children quickly turned and ran away, leaving Nwoye alone. For the first time, he felt truly embarrassed. He was supposed to be a prince, a figure of respect and admiration. But instead, he had become a figure of mockery. Desperate for companionship, Nwoye approached Amara after the ball that evening. "Amara," he began hesitantly, "could you teach me the importance of cleanliness?" Surprised, Amara replied, "I thought you enjoyed being dirty." "I thought I did," he admitted, "but I see now that it has cost me my friends and my dignity. Please help me." Amara smiled, sensing the sincerity in his voice. "Very well, Prince Nwoye. Let's make a plan. You will not only bathe, but you will also learn about the values of self-care and hygiene." That evening, Amara brought Nwoye to a hidden waterfall deep in the forest, surrounded by fragrant flowers and lush greenery. The soothing sound of water cascaded down the rocks, and the sight was breathtaking. As Nwoye stepped into the cool, refreshing water, he felt the grime washing away. Amara guided him through a ritual of bathing, emphasizing the importance of taking care of one's body and soul. They shared stories and laughter, deepening their bond as they submerged themselves in the water. After several days of bathing and learning from Amara, Prince Nwoye emerged transformed, both inside and out. His hair was now clean and his clothes were freshly laundered. More importantly, he felt renewed and rejuvenated, with a newfound respect for himself and others. As he returned to the kingdom, the people were astonished by his change. The once lazy prince now radiated confidence and cleanliness. He actively engaged with his subjects, listening to their concerns and addressing their needs. The royal ball was soon held again, and this time, Nwoye was a different prince. He wore a dazzling outfit, and the scent of fragrant oils replaced the foul odor that had haunted him for so long. As he entered the ballroom, the guests gasped in admiration. Amara stood at the center, a smile gracing her face. She watched Nwoye with pride, knowing she had played a part in his transformation. As the night wore on, Nwoye